What do you see as possibly the second and third order effects of a group like this to both the community and the ecosystem as a whole? And the second thing is, where do you think, because this work can't be the only networking community group out there, right? We need lots of these things. I mean, that's for us to thrive, is there can't be just one. We have to have tons
Yeah.
of different niches and cross sections. What do you think that they should learn, apply, think about differently kind of going forward?
Yeah. Great questions. So I'll going to the first one about the second and third order effects of what I'm building. So I am building, even though it's open to all, I'm building for a very specific person, curious, kind, open-minded, who loves conversations. But the magic of that is that it's across background, age, and industry. So I know you and I have chatted about creative collisions,
Mhm.
and the walks being a great example of a space where those happen. That is what I'm most excited about for second, third order effects, where you have people who would probably never have met anywhere else across all these different backgrounds and specialties and industries in the same place, knowledge sharing and chatting and creating. And I can't tell you the amount of businesses, side projects, uh, even just financial strategies, relationship strategy that have been born out of these walks. And they are in an unintended way a hotbed of innovation that happens every week because of the fact that they bring together people of different backgrounds. And so the second order effect of the walks is that now we have cross industry communication. We've broken down
Mhm.
silos, which my experience of Austin before the walks was very much, here's the tech event, here's the product management event, here is the salespeople event, here's biotech. And it was all very siloed. But where is the more generalized networking event with a strong intention that allows these people to brainstorm? Where is that? Not just to meet, right? Because that would be like your traditional happy hour. But how do we get these people in a room actually spitballing, brainstorming, bringing ideas, discussing, and then seeing what leapfrogs from there, or what innovation we can create in that environment? So I'm very excited to see all the different things that continue to crop up and these unlikely partnerships or mentorships in some situations that have been created from the walks as a second order effect. And
What what
then
I what I
it,
loved about, so when I had Peter Walker from Carta on a few weeks ago, and part of his answer to what's next to Austin as we are making this transition was, I'm reading here, is there enough density of interesting people who are excited about hard problems that want to get together and talk nerdy to each other? And it's really
yes.
funny because I've talked to him a number of times since that conversation and have just pinged him after these random coffee conversations that I've had, that it's like, we met to talk about X and we went off on, I was actually meeting with a healthcare VC with the intention of us talking about that. And we ended up talking about autonomous cars as a service for 45 minutes. I don't even remember how we got on the topic, but we just ended up
Yep.
going down that rabbit hole you know, forever.
Things.
It was just kind of fun. I went out and I was like, yep, these are the topics and conversations that you want to have, because occasionally those
Yeah.
spark into a, well, how do, there's something here, and I want to pull that thread, and maybe we should have a second conversation about it, or a third conversation.
Yeah. So like seriously, like, oh, the choirs are singing and the skies are opening, because that is literally what the walks are for. The walks are for people to go down the rabbit hole together. And this is how they're designed, because you come, just like what you literally just said, you come to the walk with a topic, right? You come to the walk with an intention. I want to talk about attachment styles. I want to talk about how to start a business. I want to talk about how to make friends as an adult. You could come with the whole gamut, right? Will you talk about that over 5 miles? Probably. But you're also going to talk about like 10 other things that you never saw coming, Because the one thing you can't predict is who you will be talking to. Are you going to talk to the professor? Are you going to talk to the astrophysicist? Are you going to talk to the PhD in computer engineering? Are you going to talk to the Tesla engineer? Are you going to talk to the venture capitalist? Are you going to talk to the new father who just had a child? Who are you going to talk to? You don't know. And so you have no idea. You have an opinion on, you know what, I think I'm going to talk about this thing. And you probably will, but it's what happens after that, where you kind of get your own intention out of the way and then you create space for the flow. And that's where you get into the 45-minute conversation about autonomous vehicles as a service. I see that happen every single week. I mean, that is the magic of it.